Boom! We back! Hello everybody, Saigan Cat here with more of the live-streamed Dream Daddy Let's Play. Today, we're hanging out with Joseph at his church bake sale. It's a little clean cut for me, but I'm curious. He seems like a nice guy. He's got this cool side to him. He's got creepy twin children, and that's neat. And after hanging out with Mary and Robert, like, it just feels there's something off. There's something off. And it was clear earlier that there was something off, but now it's just like the mystery has gone deeper, and I have to find out what's going on. If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies! Okay, let's get set up. I want to see Mom! She's down by the other row of tables, helping out with another group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi? Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast? Yeah, and I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was... I'm sorry, I read that the wrong way, but probably not. I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Yep, great age to deal with. While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods? Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually? Hey. Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. Looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little handmade crafts, and other sweets. Whoa, someone brought a soft-serve ice cream machine. I gestured to it. How are we supposed to compete with that? Please, this isn't my first time to the rodeo. The bake sale rodeo. There's actually no rodeo here. It's just a bake sale. I think you and I put together a pretty convincing argument. I cannot read. For these brownies, don't you? Sneak another brownie to ease your fear of public interaction. I reach for another brownie to stress eat my worries away. Joseph smacks my hand before I can grab it. Focus, Saigan. I wiped batter off of your nose, sir. It's not long before we have our first customers. Matt! Hey, dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmencita, great to see you guys out here. Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know, as the owner and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans close to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say you used the box recipe. Don't say you used the box recipe. We improvised. I just let the baking spirit move through me, you know? A little bit of flour here, pinch of salt there. It's sort of like interpretive dance, but with cooking. Interpretive cooking, yes. You can never make the same thing twice. Every batch is special. There will never be another batch of brownies with the exact same flavor sensation that these right here have. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Matt. All right. We'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph as our happy customers walk away. See? Not so hard. Yeah, I'm hot off the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually, another familiar face pops up. Saigan! Hi, Brian! Close enough. Can we interest you two in any of our fine sweets and treats? You sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. I will let him buy his brownies. Put you down for 10? Better make it just 2. 1 for me and 1 for Daisy. Coming right up. You excited for youth group movie night? Daisy? Yeah, what's the movie? It's a surprise. Children of the Corn. Joseph leans over to me. It's the Fast and the Furious. Ow. I'd have said Children of the Corn. If you think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Really? I've never actually watched the entirety of the first Fast and Furious movie. I started watching it, and I hated it. But now, going back and like watching the trailers and seeing the reviews for the movies, I think that I was watching it wrong. I think that I need to watch Fast and the Furious in the same way that you watch, like, The Expendables. You just watch it for its entertainment value and not the quality of film. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly the superior part of the brownie topography. Thanks, Joseph. Our two customers walk off with their purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock. These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for a new paint job on the church pews in no time. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias onto them. Young Steinbeck. That's actually, I like that. Not that he, defaced private property. Young Steinbeck. I love that as a rapper name. I would have gone for Young Man in the Sea, but I can respect that. Speaking in ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach. Am I the only one who prefers the inside pieces of brownies? Absolutely not, Mel. They're my favorite part. I don't have a problem with the edges, but I love that moist, gooey center. In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work. It is, but it's worth it. Although, sometimes I wish... Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but... Do you ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics, drink fruity blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock? You know, basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song every day of my life. Joseph, I think about this every single day of my life. There seems to be an understanding between me and the main character on most things. Not everything. There's a couple of things where I just want to shake him and be like, come on, guy. My dream is to live in Margaritaville. One day, my friend, one day we'll be on island time. We make a couple more sales to some more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy Craig. Oh. Craig! Yeah. He's going to be a hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself, to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar. Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Craig jogs up to our table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They're each finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely we're going to sell them on brownies, too. Probably won't be able to sell to the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig. Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad. Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. Remember that one time? No, that'll... Yes. Yes. I think blackmail's the way to go. Hey, Craig, when we were freshmen, remember how our next-door neighbors pranked us by switching out our laundry detergent with dish soap and how the washing machine exploded with suds? And then we decided to get back at them by baking brownies for them, but sprinkling high-intensity hot sauce into the mix, and then we watched them cry after eating it? Ha! I would feel bad, but we had to clean up the laundry room ourselves. Anyway, these brownies are like that, but without the hot sauce. Maybe you should get one more, for old time's sake. Craig thinks for a second. Well, the girls just won a game. You know what? I'll take one for each of us. Even River? I'll eat hers. This guy knows what's up. You've got yourself a deal. The day winds down, and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Boxed mix, huh?
Come on.
Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here. Oh, hi, honey. Yep, they're selling like hotcakes, which is, actually, they're just brownies. Cute.
Oh,
and boring. And safe. Just like your marriage. Just like your marriage. I can feel it. It's radiating out of the game window. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes dart over to me. What's the rookie doing here? I was just hoping to introduce Saigan to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? What?
Hey.
Weird folk is all. Holier than thou types. Don't you think, Saigan? Mary, let the kid answer the question. They seem nice. They all seem like they're really excited to help out the church. That's pretty cool, I guess. Mary, can we talk about this later? Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep cool. Can we please talk about this later? Sure thing, honey bear. Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash. Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. I hand over the cash we've made. It feels like a hefty wad, if I may say so myself. Thanks. Now give me your wallet. What? Give me your wallet. You think this church is going to fix itself? Mary, I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me, he's really good at it. I want to fix this! Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. I'm really sorry about that. Visual novel choices. For a second, I didn't take the he's really good at it as a reference to to pretending to be happy. Mel, get your mind out of the gutter. I want to be inquisitive. I want to be caring. I also want to eat a brownie. It's just like real life. She really likes pushing your buttons, huh? Joseph shrugs. No marriage is perfect. Clearly. You ready to head out? Joseph and I load the folding tables back into my car. Christy nods off the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat. I drop Joseph off in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? Ha, ha, ha. I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar. I won't keep you up then. Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also happy to eat brownies. Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really. I know, but first hangout domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me. Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun. Promise. I smile. I'd like that. Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrapped brownie through the window. It hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But, bye. Joseph! Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just you and me, brownie. I shall save. I pocket the brownie. This might come in handy down the road. This is adventure game logic. You always want to save it. I step inside to find Amanda doing her homework on the couch. Hey, Father Unit. Hi, child that I'm required by law to care for. I actually said that yesterday. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really? How long have you known me for? Right. How was the bake sale? Good. I think I really could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it. So what? Were there any extra brownies? Or did you maybe sneak one? Or I think for a moment and realize I still have the brownie that Joseph gave me. This would probably do better in someone else's stomach than mine. Heads up. Wait! I hurl the brownie towards Amanda. It hits the wall behind her and falls on the ground. Nice throw. She scoops it up and smiles at me. Thanks, Pops. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark. He did. Sit down next to her. That's okay, load it up. I sit down next to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. What a delightful little game. Fiscal responsibility, bonding, dad joke, leadership, salesmanship, temptation.
Welcome. You got dads.
So I'm not interested in Craig, not interested too much in Damien or Hugo. So we've gone on one date with each of the four that I really care to get to know better. So let's just, we'll keep doing this cycle here. And screw you guys. Disinterested. Although I saw Perry do some of Damien's, and he seems to have a really hilarious storyline. There's a gargoyle in it. I'm not even joking. There really is a gargoyle in it. Matt! Matt! Have you ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad? No, I hate that guy. He's a dick. And, well, I hate that guy because I've read some of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I don't like it. If you ever own this game, you're going for Damien first. You will have a riot doing Damien's storyline. Perry and I were laughing pretty hard at it. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of her room. Father! Want to go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you get called cool once, and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo jazz and stuff? Amanda, are you going to bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? That hits a little close to home. Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? I'm going to grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. That's right, kid. Oh, hey, it's the guy who is selling merch. Who needs a longer shirt. And probably a bath. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today, just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar pierced face. It's Pablo! Hey, you were the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night. Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss? This is my daughter, Amanda. The person I am a father to and am very protective of. An honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay. A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. I have no idea what the hell witch house is. My innate dad senses tingle. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child! What's up, Lady Aura? How are you doing today? Change subject, reappropriate line. From Taken. This is too much. That's a bit too much. I will defend Witch House. Hey, Witch House is actually a nuanced form of music that many people enjoy, and I think our dear Pablo here should be proud to be making. Or technically making, since he's only done the logos so far. Yeah. Also, I've never listened to Witch House before. Saigan! Matt comes out from washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high-five, as fellow cool people do. I see you've met my newest employee. At your service, although I'm only here until Vacant Veil starts their world tour. When is that? Well, we have to put out a record first. You gotta start playing some music first. Alright, Pablo, now, what do we do with customers again? Right! Yes! Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please? A classic. And you? Americano football. Decaf for cutie? Father John Misto. I love the name Decaf for cutie, but I don't like decaf. I like Americano. Americano football, please. Our coffee is as strong as that band's feelings. Good choice. I don't get it. Oh. American football is a sport, but it's also this emo band that made a good album and then waited over a decade and then made another good album. Their music was very sad and sometimes featured sad trumpets. I'm over-explaining the joke again. Coming right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy of a dude he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hell yes. I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple hours and was going to go record shopping. Want to come along? Absolutely. Pablo brings us our drinks, and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me he had trouble hanging out with other people, but for some reason he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store. Have you ever been here before? No. I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive. Oh, this should be fun then. We're going to find you some good stuff. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point because they like the specific sound that vinyl makes? I'm just saying that because I know the answer. I don't actually collect vinyl. A lot of people who will try and tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent, but I really think it's just nice to collect records. It's cool that in this day and age, I like how Matt just completely contradicted me there. I'm only reporting what I'd heard, alright? Maybe I've listened to the wrong people. It's cool that in this day and age, we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones, but there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love. That is true. That's why I still buy CDs. Hey, dude. That's why I try to get as many of the records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and would have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so we could record our favorite songs? Yes, I totally did that. It made each listen really special. And mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Dude, I haven't made a mixtape since I was like 15. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school. Is Matt going to give me a mixtape? Oh. I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Futurewave, jungle, arachnopunk. What the fuck is arachnopunk? Nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. Man, this is a little overwhelming. Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Purple? Cookies and cream, for sure. If you could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Daffodil Mountain Spring, Camouflage Summer Breeze, Spring Creek Fireball, Power Violence Cherry Blossom. I do love Mountain Spring. What's your favorite ambient sound? Star Trek Bridge ambiance. What's your dream vacation spot? Inside an active volcano? No. Living off the fat of the land in a place, starting a new life in the Baltics. Living off the fat of the land. What's your deepest, darkest fear? I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me and I've fabricated this universe saying you too when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food? It's totally the first one, which is a totally common fear. Matt thinks for a moment. Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Trouble Will Find Me by The National. The National have honed their sad guy sound on album after album, and by this point they're old pros about feeling blue. The music is so amazing that it'll actually cheer you up. Whoa, dude. Thanks for the recommendation. You're gonna have a great time with it, promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt. Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. Tight. The cashier rings Matt up and hands back his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd? This nerd is my buddy Saigan. Saigan, this beacon of human charm is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on? You know it. Are the Third Waves going to do special acoustic performance? Might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on? Yeah, dude, we do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here. You and Amanda should come by that night. Matt blushes. I mean, if you're not doing anything. Will Vacant Veil be playing? If only. I finished paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me, not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor I didn't know where my next meal was coming from, all that stuff. And listening to those songs reminds me of those moments of my life. Yeah, now that I think of it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And then that even reminds me of a younger me, going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and then smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know. But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? Yes. Yes, Matt. Matt pulls out his phone and starts texting. After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me. Molly's got a hookup. Says to meet in an alley near the coffee shop. Buying drugs with Matt. Okay, if it turns out it's the feds, you make a break for it, and I'll take the heat. Just promise me that you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realize that weed has been legalized in this state, right? I definitely knew that. But we live in dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay? We could find ourselves on the wrong end of a deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda. It's probably Robert. I bet it's Robert. I swear. Oh, here's our guy. Coming around the corner of one of those nasty grease dumpsters, shrouded in darkness, a lean figure dressed all in black. Excuse me, Mr. Drugman. Surprise, the person... Lucian! Person almost jumps out of their skin. It's Lucian, Damien's son. Who sent you? We're cool, man. We're cool. Says who? For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, weed is legal. Prove you're cool. What? I need to know that you're down or I bolt. Cite mutually assured destruction. Look, man, we're trying to buy drugs from you, and we know you sell drugs. You have dirt on us, we have dirt on you. We're in this together now. Look, it's fine, I get it. But because Molly said you were coming. Buzzcut Molly. Right, now that formalities are out of the way, let's make a deal. Alright, how much do you want? 1. I want 1 marijuana, please! 1 what? Yeah. It means weed, Lucian. Yeah, but how much? 1. We're so bad at this. Oh my god, look, here, take this and give me $10. Just don't tell my dad. Let's forget this all ever happened. I won't tell your dad if you don't. Lucian hands me a baggie of something and disappears down the alleyway. I open it and take a deep whiff. Smells like genuine drugs. Yes, sirree. That went smoothly. Yeah. We should get off public property before we smoke this. This is amazing. This is amazing. Great idea. Let's head back to my place, yeah? This isn't where I thought the date would go at all, right? Matt and I walk to our cul-de-sac and stop at a gas station on the way to buy rolling papers and soda. I feel like I'm 16 again. Carmencita's having a sleepover tonight, so that'll give us all the time we need to do drugs. Awesome! Let's do some drugs. Matt pulls out one of the records from his bag and puts it on for us. I plop down on a comfy leather couch and look around his place. There are a bunch of band posters, and his record collection takes up an entire wall. Whoa, what a collection. Been collecting my whole life. It was nice to finally get them all in one place after being on the road for so much of my life. Had to ask my parents to hold on to them for me. Matt sits down next to me and we lay the marijuana drugs out on the coffee table. Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house. If you say so. Matt pulls out some rolling papers and sprinkles some of the beatnik tobacco onto a piece. He starts rolling it back and forth, and the paper breaks almost immediately, spilling drugs all over the couch. I never was too good at this. Matt tries again and is able to successfully roll a nice-looking weed cigarette. He hands me a lighter and the blunt, I think, and I take it. Well, let's open up the nug. Smoke some of that gateway drug. Rip that Gulf fairway. Smoke some of that gateway drug. I don't know if that's what people call it. I light the joint and inhale deeply. This is not what I remembered. It's been a while, though. Maybe pot drugs have just gotten more potent since the last time I smoked? I pass the joint to Matt and cough a little bit. Should it sting this much, or am I just a baby? Matt takes a hit and his eyes go wide. That's not weed. Oh, God. Did we develop a taste for meth? No, it's... Matt takes another hit and winces. Yeah, this is oregano. I sniff the air. Yeah, that would definitely explain why it smells like a pizza place in here. A little punk ripped us off. Oh well, we can still relax and enjoy the music sober. You know what? You're right. We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with the two. Who's that? Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age, too. I can understand how hard that must have been. What kind of emo teen bothers to carry around baggies of oregano? The emo kind of teen who wants to rip people off. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa, surrounded by flowers. The cursive lettering reads, Stillness the Dancing. Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together? Yeah. That was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of. It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rosa and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. Long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff. So once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She, died before it opened. I'm so sorry. Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I've told people the same thing after Alex died. Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusty piano. Do you play? Nah, I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? Are we gonna have a jam session with Matt? That'd be great. I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer. No way, you had a ska phase? Phase? Ska never dies. Except for Scommunist Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers. Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench. Give me some of that two-tone love. Does Elder Scrolls Online have fishing? Yes, Kiba, it does. Oh man, let's see if I still got it. It's not like amazing fishing, it's totally MMO fishing. But yeah, it does. I sit down at the piano. Go with a classic. Stick to your ska roots. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Ska roots. I think I'm doing it. I'm playing ska. Wait, that was just smoke on the water. Matt, I've forgotten how to play. The Deep Purple is always appreciated, nonetheless. All right, buddy. Can you top that? I shouldn't. Ah, come on. No, It's been a long time. He probably hasn't played since she died. I asked twice. Okay, buddy. Sorry to put pressure on you. I mean, it's not a problem. It was good to watch you get back in touch with the music that flows through you. I learned to play that song when I was 15. Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late, and I decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door. Let's never tell anyone about the oregano, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know anything about the health effects of smoking oregano, and I think we'll be fine.
Oh.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside the house. I walk inside and the house is dark, save for a sliver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in her chair to face me and slumps down. What smells like a pizza parlor in here? What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry. Do it. Do it. Do it. Wait, no! Hi, hungry! No! I'm Dad! Amanda collapses on the floor. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set it up, I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight, and it was amazing. He played piano for you? Dude. Yeah. I brought it up that he should play at the open mic night that's happening in his coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it. He did not play piano. I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off the chord progression. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter, who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house any color they want, right? Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. I don't remember him playing. Was I not paying attention? Did they skip over it?
Yeah, I'll give that record another spin. Why not?
Give that record another spin. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound. I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda. The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. Never do that! Teenager. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Something happened? No, nothing happened. Go away. I've been letting this go on for too long. Something... Amanda, get out. Okay. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I had a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She looks at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Do you want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Why? Why? Teenage daughter, come back, explain things to me. I don't know what's going on. Is this what I have to look forward to in a couple of years? Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Ah, no, she slammed the door. God damn it. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at the picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream, and it was like nothing ever happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decide that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah, I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. So just, whatever it is, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. But whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad. It took me a really long time. Sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. Ah, oh, it's adorable. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over, and this is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R. is going to the fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. No, that was Amanda. The other one? I guess you're not technically wrong. Let's get down fallbacks like that one. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, and then I found out from Rosie M. that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night. They all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and that's a thing. What? Whoa? I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst.
Oh.
Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R., and she promised not to tell anyone. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just keep quiet and keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day I invite everyone out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously, so I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really, really wanted nachos. That's understandable. So I go to the mall anyway I go to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P., Emma R., and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R., which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt, because of course she does, and Emma R. just, glares at me. Grace, nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the boring one? Well, yeah, but that's not the important part. Grace is the one nobody really likes, or I guess that's me now. But anyway, no one will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck, which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left without nachos, which only further contributed to that shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R. asking how long the Noah thing's been going on. And sorry, I know that's a lot. Are you still following? I have no idea what's happening. What did Emma R. say? I'm following this. Oh, okay. So get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads word for word an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. I have been following this. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months, so I told her that she's being a really terrible friend. She's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on read. And then, wait, left me on read? What's that? Read. Left me on red. Oh, like she saw my message and didn't reply, and I know because there are red receipts. I don't know what red receipts are, but I'm just going to nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while all this is happening, I'm talking to Emma P. about how mad I am because she's being at least kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed off I am at everybody and stuff. Then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P. sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. All right, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everyone dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everyone else, but Emma R's been there since Mom died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. I'm as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. Hey, we hate when... Mega Man 11, I hope nothing bad happens. No! No! That's not good. That's not good. Is that for real? Is Capcom making a Mega Man 11 without, what's his name? You know, the guy, the Mega Man guy. The Mega Man guy who left Capcom and then gave us Mighty Number 9. That guy clearly needs corporate hand-holding to make sure things come out on time and at a decent quality. Later, Kiba. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's approximating human feelings the whole time? Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Real friends don't do that. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I'd learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting in the effort to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours. Because you're amazing, and if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I'll look down at the table. Did we just eat the whole cake? Yes, we did eat the whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yes. Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Yay.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I have dads. We'll probably just... How do we do this before? Was it Matt and then Robert and then Brian and other stuff? Yes. We'll keep doing that until we get to third date with Matt, which apparently locks things in. All right. It is time. Mega Man X collection is going to switch along with Legacy 1 and 2 collections. Huh. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's somebody at the door, so this is good timing. All right. Be right back, guys.